Would it be Christmas time if we didn't have some trumped up council, always in the state of Victoria, it seems, telling us we can't use the word Christmas? This year it is none other than Darebin Council, who have decided to leave all mention of Christmas out of Christmas celebrations. They've done this very deliberately. There's their chosen campaign, Darebin Celebrates. You'll notice in each and every one of those little pictures, absolutely nothing that relates to Christ. Absolutely nothing that relates to Christmas in the least. This, of course, is done, if you can believe the council spokeswoman, in order to avoid offending anyone. I don't know about you, but I've yet to meet anyone living here in Australia who actually is offended by Christmas. But here's the Darebin Mayor's quote. She says that the council embraces and honours the many ways residents come together at this time of year. We're so fortunate to be part of a community that reflects so many different traditions and backgrounds. We celebrate all the richness and joy they bring. It's so strange, isn't it? Whenever it's about Diwali, whenever it's about Eid, whenever it's about a different culture's special day, Gabby, they're never this ambiguous. But when it comes to a Christian holiday celebrated by plenty of secular people, they're very concerned about other cultures here in Australia and offending them to the point that we can't even say Merry Christmas.
Of course, this is coming from Victorian Council. You know, it's just ridiculous. There is nothing offensive about the words Merry Christmas. And Darebin Council has seemed to have forgotten that Christmas is a religious holiday. Christianity is a main religion right here in Australia.
Christ Mass.
Yeah, exactly. We're celebrating, commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ. It's such a special occasion for so many people. People will be going to church that day. Families are celebrating. But they're not only getting rid of Merry Christmas because that's apparently offensive, they're going another step further and they're reducing the size of the Christmas tree. So the Christmas tree was meant to be 6 metres in height. They're now reducing it to 3 metres to save on plastic, as if they're somehow saving the planet as they do this. Planet. It's just ridiculous. You know, I sound like Kamala Harris saying this, but it's a joyful occasion, and seeing Merry Christmas, it actually brings a lot of joy.
That's right. They are not bringing the joy. Unlike Kamala Harris, Darebin Council is not bringing the joy.
Zero joy at Darebin.
This just makes me go absolutely crazy. I don't know why councils keep doing it. I don't know if you know this, but every single News Corp tabloid has an entire round-the-clock, all year, 365 days, crack squad of reporters just waiting for someone to cancel Christmas. And we always get one, like every single time.
But people are sick of it, you know. People are rejecting this. We've had enough of it. We see it every year. We've seen it for too long. And, you know, as we've seen in the election over in the US, people are rejecting all this kind of woke BS. You know, it's Christmas
100%.
time. It's a time to celebrate Christmas and say Merry Christmas.
That's right.
And absolutely. And it's a great thing that News Corp papers do make a big deal out of this. A, because it is genuinely a big deal. We know that this has a lot more to do with cracking down on Western civilization, eradicating it from Western countries that, whether they call themselves it now anymore, were always historically Christian countries. And we saw this last year, Joe, with the Stonington Council.
Every single year there's one.
With their Make Merry campaign. They got absolutely slammed for it, and then put a statement out earlier this year saying, we take it back.
Very, very sorry. Happy Christmas, everybody. I know, this is what I don't get. Now, so Melbourne obviously is the capital of the People's Republic of Victoria. So it's the sort of, you know,
and yet this
the
is the
wokest city and the wokest state. This time around it is, previously the Yarra Council, which is always dominated by the Greens, did it. Stonington Council, which is sort of rich Greens, like Teals kind of thing, and Darebin, which takes in Northcote, which almost elected a socialist candidate to the upper house, I believe, in the last election. But it is very, very annoying. As for the Christmas tree, and this is another thing as well, you want to save plastic, get a real Christmas tree. Get a real Christmas tree made of real Christmas or whatever it is, wood, pine needles, that stuff. We've got one. Chop it down. That's right, exactly. You got the proper one? Good for you.
I got the proper one. So I'm going to decorate
stick it up. That's right. And make it, it can be as big as a house.
Here, get rid of this woke BS insanity. Can you imagine going to a Middle Eastern culture, being in a Middle Eastern country and being like, they're celebrating Eid. I'm so offended. I mean, who in their right minds would do that? It's only the Western countries that are expected to bend over every year and be like, oh, we're so sorry about our holidays, but Chinese New Year is going to be a big deal. Just give it a few weeks. It's utterly sickening.
Imagine if someone anywhere in the Middle East said, instead of saying, Happy Ramadan, and I've been there during Ramadan, it's awesome, but instead of saying Happy Ramadan, it just says, Happy family get together.
Happy special month.
Happy special moment.
It doesn't even make sense. Darebin Council going with the Darebin celebrates. What are they celebrating?
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
Where's the reason for
they can't
season?
say it.
Emmanuel, Christ with us.
I say it's fine, but you don't get the public holidays.
Yeah,
if you're not going to say Christmas, Darebin Council, and we all know
I hope they're
council
open.
Workers.
We should all give them a call.
They love a bit of flexi time. They love to work on the public. They're not sticklers about overtime.
They love all their time in lieu.
They love casual work, night shifts. They're all over it. Penalty rates, they don't care. They do it for the love. So I tell you what, if it's not going to be Christmas, no Christmas Day. It's not called Holiday Day. It's not called Season's Greetings Day.
Indeed.
No Boxing Day. Which no one knows where that comes from, by the way, although they think it's...
I'm sure Kel Richards could tell you.
I'm sure Kel Richards could tell us, but no one still knows where it comes from. But they think it's from when people, the sort of Lord of the Manor, would box up everything that they got for Christmas and everything left over from the feast, and then give it to the poor. Isn't that a nice?
That's nice.
Isn't that a nice
beautiful.
thought?
And now
nice
we just
but you don't get that on the holidays.
You're kind of giving things to the poor just at a cheaper rate.